Domestic abuse is a pattern of abuse by one partner against another in an intimate relationship. One partner holds control over the relationship.
Physical abuse is the use of physical force that injures or endangers one's partner. 1 in 4 women have experienced domestic violence in their lifetime. On average, more than 3 women and 1 man each day are murdered by their intimate partners. Women ages 20 to 24 are at greatest risk of non-fatal intimate partner violence. Studies suggest that between 3.3 and 10 million children witness some form of domestic abuse annually. Men are also abused, but due to societal norms, often don't report this violence.
Emotional abuse is used to take away a victim's self-worth and independence. While emotional abuse is very different from physical abuse, it usually ends the same. A spouse becomes fearful of their partner and begins to change their behaviors to keep their partner happy. Discouraging any independent activities such as work, taking classes, or activities with friends, and isolating a spouse from friends and family is common in an emotionally abusive relationship. The abuser will accuse their spouse of being unfaithful if he or she talks to certain people. Emotional abuse is often looked upon as less severe than physical abuse, but can have similar or worse effects on a victim.
Verbal abuse is the use of yelling, name-calling, blaming, and shaming. A spouse may appear to deeply care for you, while subliminally breaking down your self-esteem with verbal abuse. A child is very much susceptible to psychological damage when exposed to this type of abuse. Abused spouses often must walk on eggshells in order to keep their abuser from exploding over the smallest things.
Financial abuse is the absolute control of a couple's finances. This can mean a restriction of basic necessities or even the sabotaging of a career, like making the victim miss work or calling constantly to interrupt. This is one of the more subtle types of abuse because it is common for spouses to share bank accounts, but when one is controlling and restricting, it can get to a point where it is considered abusive.
Sexual abuse is any sexual activity that is forced upon the victim that is unwanted, unsafe, or degrading. Rape is rape, regardless of marital status. The criminalization of marital rape in the United States started in the mid-1970s, and by 1993, marital rape became a crime in all 50 states. Before, a spousal rape was often condoned or ignored by the law. A spouse making their partner do any sexual act they do not want to do or feel uncomfortable doing, and/or restricting access to birth control and condoms are also considered sexual abuse.
The cycle of abuse has 4 main phases. The tension building phase. Tensions increase, breakdown of communication, victim becomes fearful and feels the need to placate the abuser. Next is the incident, verbal, emotional, and physical abuse, anger, blaming, arguing, threats, and intimidation. Next is reconciliation. The abuser apologizes, gives excuses, blames the victim, denies the abuse occurred, or says that it wasn't as bad as the victim said. Next is the calm. The incident is forgotten, no abuse is taking place. This is called the honeymoon phase.
Abuse can happen between heterosexual and same-sex partnerships and to any gender, regardless of how the relationship and the abuser looks to the outside world.
The need for dominance stems from many different reasons, depending on the individual. It can be low self-esteem, anger management problems, jealousy, or even a feeling of inferiority to their partner.